Alright, so UFC 250, I just want to talk about the huge major takeaways of the fights that we saw on this previous fight card. And I want to start off with just people who stood out to me, which was Chase Hooper versus Alex Caceres. Chase Hooper, obviously, this is his second fight in the UFC, I believe. Alex Caceres has been in the game for a while. He has like a little kung fu style. And I don't like to use the word gatekeeper, but Alex Caceres, he's a good fighter, but in a way, he kind of is a gatekeeper. But Chase Hooper's up and coming. He's still young. I think he's the youngest person in the UFC. If not, it's Macy Barber. And Chase Hooper, as you could see in the fight, Chase Hooper, I guess he's known for his jiu-jitsu. But fighting someone who's a veteran like Alex Caceres, just because he's a gatekeeper doesn't mean he sucks. But I think when you get to the UFC, there's just people that are always going to be there. And Alex Caceres, he is good. I like his stand-up. And I think it was smart that he tried to avoid the ground after he dropped Chase Hooper, because he knows Chase Hooper is dangerous on the ground with his jiu-jitsu. So Chase Hooper is definitely a threat in the future of the featherweight division. But right now, I just think he's pretty young. And it's impressive that he's in the UFC in such a young age. And once he gets his striking down, once he improves from the striking, I guarantee you he's going to be a top-ranked contender in the featherweight division. Now, enough said with that one. Sean O'Malley, this guy's incredible. Young, 25. People think he's all hype, and to be honest, he's not all hype. He's the real deal, man. I think he's gonna get a lot of haters. If not, he already has so many. And his striking is just phenomenal. And people always say that about people. Oh, he has amazing striking. He has good ground game. I think people want to argue that we haven't seen his chin get tested. And why haven't we seen his chin get tested? Well, it's because he has good footwork. He avoids the strikes. He avoids getting damaged. And he's pretty accurate in his shots. His shots have that pop and that power. And to be honest, I see him. He's going to be a future star. And I see him being a champion in less than 2 years. I don't see him losing in a long time. He could beat anybody in the top 15. In my opinion, he definitely is worthy to be, at this point, top 7 ranked in the bantamweight division. And to be honest with you, I think in a couple fights, 2 or 3 fights, he'll be able to beat the top level guys like Sterling. The UFC just wants to build him up right now because he's still young, and they haven't really. Eddie Wineland was probably his biggest test, since Eddie Wineland's he's a veteran in the sport. But I think they're just trying to build him up little by little, get that ball rolling. He's good. People want to contradict and say he's not that good, but this guy is great. His striking is outstanding. He's probably up there with the best striking game in the bantamweight division, and probably even in the UFC. And I know what I'm saying, because just look at the way he does it. There's not many people that strike like him. He's accurate, he's powerful, and it's just insane the way how he does it, and he gets things done. I don't really want to talk about Neil Magny and Anthony Rocco Martin. I think Anthony Rocco Martin won that fight. And Neil Magny, everyone's saying, everyone really likes Neil Magny for whatever reason, because he has his amazing gas tank and he fights a lot. But to be honest, it's not as impressive as people want to put out that he is. I mean, it is impressive, but I think that how do I put it? They're trying to make it seem as way better. They're trying to push him. People are on him. I don't know. They're trying to make him seem like he's better than what he is. I guess that's just the way how I see it. He's a good fighter and all, but he kind of reminds me of Leon Edwards. They're both good fighters, but people are trying to push him to be not. I guess their styles don't entertain me for some reason. They play the game right. They fight right. They do what they gotta do to win. But it's just It's just a grinding way of winning. It's not similar to Kobe and Kobe, but Kobe's more entertaining, I would say, because they all three will mix it up. Leon Edwards has elbows, but I just think I don't like Kobe, but I think his fighting style, even though they're similar, I like the way he fights better. Because Neil Magny just they put the pressure on you, but there's not that much damage that they do. They just try to grind out that decision. But I mean, they're good nonetheless. Aljamain Sterling versus Corey Sandhagen. I had Corey winning Aljamain, if I had to be honest. I thought Corey was gonna stop Aljamain in the second round, and to be honest, good win for Sterling. He choked him out in the first. Pretty quick fight, but I think these guys will catch a fade again. They'll get a rematch sometime in the future. Corey Sandhagen. I don't think he's a hype train either. I think he's very dangerous. He has good striking. Aljamain Sterling just had the better jiu-jitsu that fight. I'm not taking anything away from either fighters, but it was an impressive win by Aljamain Sterling. But it seems to me Aljamain's gonna fight Peter Yan for the title after Peter Yan defeats Jose Aldo, because I think Peter Yan's definitely gonna beat Jose. And you haven't seen the end of Corey Sandhagen, definitely not. He'll be in the picture for a while as well. And the last two fights, alright. Cody Garbrandt coming off with a 3-fight losing streak, each by knockout, I believe. An amazing knockout by he knocked out Rafael Sanso in the last second of, I don't know, the second or third round. Pretty impressive. He shot that up pretty nice. He hit Rafael so hard with that hook, he fell on his face. He turned over to the side and fell on his face. And Cody's back, I guess you could say. I would like to see him and Sugar Sean go at it. They will go at it sometime in the future. And to be honest, I think Sugar Sean O'Malley defeats Cody Garbrandt, man. I think he has better striking. I know Cody's a veteran, former champion at 25. But if Cody fought Sugar Sean O'Malley like Cody fought Dominic Cruz, then Cody definitely has a chance, because lately he's been getting knocked out by being more aggressive and not really technical and picking his shots. He's been trying to knock people out. So I think if Cody does have a chance, no shit, he should probably be the favorite of anything if he was to fight Sugar Sean. But I think Cody has to stick to his boxing roots and not just go crazy and let his hands go like he's been doing lately. And I guess training with Mark Henry really helped him. I think he was, and that's how I guess Mark Henry, if I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure he was. I guess they set up a game plan and it worked well. As you could see, he knocked out Rafael Sanso pretty viciously. And now the last fight, blowout. Amanda Nunes pretty much defeating Felicia Spencer. Wasn't even competitive, and it just sucks, because I really wanted to see them go back and forth. Obviously on the feet it wasn't going to be competitive. Amanda Nunes definitely has the striking advantage, and I'm just disappointed to see that Felicia Spencer couldn't mix it up. But I mean, I guess Amanda Nunes is just that good. And Amanda Nunes is the first person ever to be double champion, defend both of their titles while being champion. That's pretty amazing. So she's definitely a legend. She's definitely the GOAT. I don't know what to say about Felicia Spencer. She's definitely good. She has her jiu-jitsu game. I just wish she should have had a better game plan. But like I said, Amanda Nunes is just that good. I think Felicia really had to do was really mix up her strikes and go for those takedowns. Although all her takedowns were stuffed, I think she had to really heighten behind her strikes, even if her strikes weren't landing. Just something to distract Amanda Nunes, to trip her or go for a takedown. I don't know. But Amanda Nunes is Amanda Nunes. And that's all I gotta say about that.